If we don't defend our freedom, people will take it from us. We deserve men that stand for strength, intelligence, leadership, and unity. With organizations like Black Men Network, our democracy will survive.
God bless Black Men Network.
Piggyback off of you. I also grew up in a household with my father and 4 brothers, and my mother was the distant parent. But now as we're getting older and me and my brothers are having conversations, they're telling me like my father made them feel okay to be vulnerable, whereas where my mother, she had a hard life. Toughen up, you know, why you crying? Men don't cry. And now as they're getting older, they're realizing like it did have a strain on how they view their mental health. They didn't want to see a therapist. They don't want to talk to me. So I do kudos to you men for even coming in here and opening up with each other, because like Simone said, we have these circles for our sisters and for the girls, but I never really hear men say, I'm going to meet with the boys and talk. Like literally talk. Like I said, I do events myself for women, and it's always a man asking me, well, why you don't do them for men? And I'm like, well, won't y'all do it? But I think sometimes y'all don't feel like it's okay to be vulnerable. And it is. Like she said, we have to know these things. We just know y'all angry, but nobody's telling us why you're angry. So kudos to y'all for coming out tonight and opening up and being vulnerable enough to share.
Think back what she said. I remember growing up, my dad and I, we didn't have the best relationships too, because he's not a talker, and I think I got the stubbornness from him too. But when I'm growing up now, I see the stuff that he's going through and the stuff that he went through when he was younger, and me going through the same thing. He's kind of opens up more too, like, wow, you're just like me, we're going through the same thing. But he didn't have that avenue to talk to somebody too, because my grandpa was hard. He's like, hey, toughen up. And my dad, he had expectations with his siblings. His siblings were PhD doctors, and he was like, he always felt like the black sheep. So that frustration, I felt like, kind of permeated to our relationship. But growing up now, I love him and appreciate him more than ever too, because he did teach me how to be a man and how to be tough in this world that unfortunately that we as black people haven't created, we did create, but it's been taken from us. But it kind of there's a great movie called Nothing But a Man. It's starring Ivan Dixon, and it talks about the struggles in when you look at it, it's like it's still to this day how black men are still going through the same kind of trauma and the same kind of mental illness. So check it out. It's a great movie called Ivan Dixon, Nothing But a Man. Check it out.
Take action that matters. That's how you make a difference.